Okay. First time ever. The C64 extended compo at X26. It's a bit of a C64 wild compo. Anything is allowed. Cartridges, hardware, as long as the C64 plays an important role. Of course, I don't have slides here because we're going to play the videos provided by the participants. And we're going to kick off with the first entry, which is called Infinite Matter by House
Quickly
Designs.
here, this is the extended compo starting, and we should have image show, and they will announce the stuff through the beam, and we'll see where it goes. Enjoy the compo. By the way, welcome to Expo.
And that was entry number 1, Infinite Matter by House Designs. And since I'm not showing slides, I'm going to add, explain the comments that House Designs left. Wanted to test out if I could play a sample using Ultimate Audio, added a pattern player. Thought it would be fun to write a little demo for it, and then things got out of hand. And now we're moving on to the second entry. Give me a second.
So this is a bit of a different compo, as you see. It's not really fully automated because people have to submit videos, and those are being played, and there are no slides. So they're just reading them from Votox as they come in, although in Votox for voting it will obviously work as well. So it's a bit of an adaptation, but all in all, it is what it is. And here's entry number 2.
Okay, entry number 2, Tribot Plus by Adder from Triad. To capture from the C64 Ultimate scene database with 60 megabyte RAM expansion unit, also working on 1 megahertz. And that was entry number 2, Tribot Plus by Edda from Triad. Entry number 3 is OSC 64 by DJS from Silicon Limited.
Okay, you know I have students because I teach at the university. And I have students. I have one student who went for the informatics, right? Science. And it was interesting because on the first lecture I do for students, they say, "Look, if you would like to know."
And that was entry number 3, OSC 64 by DJS from Silicon Limited. And now on to entry number 4, 1541 Re-Pico by Fook 42. And that was 1541 Repico by Fook42, and that was also the last entry of the C64 extended competition. Thank you to all participants. So,
all right, that is everybody muted now but me. So yeah, this was the extended competition, like the C64 Wild Compo. I was seemed that people that were asking for it didn't put in entries, or it was announced at a bit late date anyway. Still some cool entries, also really pushing out the wild aspect that you could, get some other uses for C64. Always good to have a disk drive thingy there. I might actually, just for the heck of it, try one of those 1541 things because it kind of looks the part. I really wonder how compatible it is, but looking at the people that were working on it, pretty sure that it's going to be pretty decent. So yeah, and yeah, the demo compo will be at 8:30, so that is over 3 hours from now. So I will shut down the stream here. Also, we need to plug in SceneSet again. Something didn't work there when we started this blog, so we went on Twitch only. Don't worry, it's recorded locally. It will be available on SceneSet as well if you want to rewatch it over there. And also, we will do the editing and upload everything to the Transmission 64 YouTube channel. For the event now downstairs in the basement, there is no solution at the moment. We don't get a feed up here. However, talking to some guys earlier on from the Transmission 64 crew, looking at a next event here in this venue, that we can bring you a stream from those live acts and events, because yes, they are awesome, but nobody really planned of recording those, and it is something that's missing, and we should be able to take care of that in a future event at this location. We have done the site visit, we know how to run the cable, we know how to run all the technology, like we have the power, we can rebuild them. For now, I think it is good to round off over here, unless somebody in the chat wants to ask a question. I'll wait a few minutes. By the way, I'm FRaNKy from Padua, Royal Belgian Beer Squadron, Accession, and a bunch of other groups. I'm doing this stream now for a few times here at X, first with some partners with like Ziphoid and Truck, and last years on my own, because I'm the closest by that lives here geographically. And well, what you're looking for now is the Transmission 64 setup on the move, and that is a thing. Also, Transmission 64 is coming up in November, so transmission64.com if you want to get your entries ready. But first and foremost, there is this poster hanging over me for Zoo Party in Finland that you should absolutely, completely attend and go to if you have the means. It is on my bucket list. Currently for me it is sadly a no. However, well, if it happens, it happens, and I will absolutely be there. I've talked to some of the main organizers that are in the hall here from the Finnish delegation that came down anyway, so that's totally effing awesome. With that, yeah, let's round it off, and I'll shut down here, back up some videos into our little private cloud that we have set up, and reconfigure that we can do the demo compo as well over SceneSet. The demo compo starts at 20:30, so 8:30. We will be online a bit before that, take 15-20 minutes, and maybe if we find some guests, we will bring them over here. In the meanwhile, from Someren in the Netherlands, thank you all for watching. Let's see any numbers here where we ended up, because I'm kind of curious as well. 130-ish. Okay, fine. Thank you all for tuning in. See you at the demo compo. Well, I guess soon-ish. Where's the jingle? There is a jingle. So, guys, thanks for tuning in, and see you at the demo compo.
Demo scene. Demo scene. Demo scene. At Trans.